Commercial going. Hey, yo, everybody. Welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. This is Out of Bounds with Niece at the top, Marie at the
Hey.
bottom, and myself, T Rex. Today, we're going to talk about what the new government is doing to everybody. So let's just get it started. I just went live. I'm on live on Facebook right now, so we'll keep going. Well, us three have somebody that's in common, so I'm just going to say this. This deportation stuff that the president has kicked in, first of all, is outrageous. He's deporting children that were born here, but their parents aren't from here. And that's a funny thing because I did some research, and Wikipedia and all those other places said that Donald Trump's father was born in Germany. So, and his mother was born in Austria or something, Bora or whatever one of those countries is over there. It's part of Germany.
So how's he our president?
So my question to you guys is, shouldn't he be deported too? He's a child of an immigrant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad came here illegally, then got his paperwork. Mm-hmm. So my whole thing on that is, why do you think he's picking on people like himself, or he just picking on black and brown? This is
people of color. It's people of color. It's like the same thing I said. They're not worried about the Canadians that's here. They're not worried about the ones that's not black or brown. He's only concerned about the people of color.
And women.
And women, yeah.
Well, I don't know if y'all read my post a couple of days ago. I put on there about when I lived in Germany as a kid. My dad was in the military. I never ran across a black German or white German or green or blue German. Yeah, we are living in scary times. But everybody, and when I traveled with high school football back then, we would go to England and all these other countries, but I never met a black Englishman, a black Spaniard, a black Italian. They were just all Italians or Germans or British or whatever. They wasn't. Yes, they was never called African American or African French or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out, why do we do that here in America? First of all, because it puts a target on people like us. Y'all a double minority, black and female. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. But I just want to know, do y'all know? Does anybody here have a question, an answer on that? Because hey, Jennifer, glad you watching. I don't know if everybody has anything saying that what's going on. I don't get it. Do you guys get it? I don't know.
I've been trying to get it. I still don't have it. I don't know why.
I just don't understand it. I can't wrap my mind around it. I really can't. I don't understand it at all.
Get over to
Hey, Michelle. So all I can think is, yeah, Michelle says she's back. I'm back. I think that's one of y'all's friend, Michelle Bagger.
Yeah, hey Michelle. Yeah, that's Michelle.
Mm-hmm. I just don't understand. I mean, I guess because I'm my neighbor got deported. Yeah, we had a friend. That's what I started out saying earlier. That was going to. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Was going to her country to take her bury her grandma, and she got to the airport, and
they got
detained her, and she spent from Sunday night to Thursday in a sweatsuit, no shower, no bath. It was nasty.
Nobody knew where she was. No family knew where she was.
Nobody knew nothing. She was just off the map.
That's scary. I mean, you can't get in touch with anybody or anything. No one to know what happened to you. You could be end up dead or anything, and no one would ever know what happened to you. And see, that's something like that. That's scary.
That's very scary. That's very scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can imagine being in a place like that, where, the average, especially the average female, is never in a place like that where she can't bathe and take care of herself. But
Trump wanted to be white America. That is so true.
That's true.
White America.
Well, the bad thing about that ain't happening.
A dictator.
We not gonna, black, brown, green, or purple is not gonna lay down. And we got white friends that's in the same boat. They're not gonna, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. I think that's the biggest thing we need everybody to understand, that we're not gonna take it. Yes, you know what? He is getting a lot of programs.
Oh yeah, he's getting rid of the programs on his Section 8, the child's breakfast and lunch, and health care, the child care, and all of it.
A lot of stuff. A lot of the courts are trying to put a stop to, like putting a freeze on a lot of the stuff that he's trying to get rid of it. They put
they're putting a freeze on it right now, but they're still up. They ain't voted up.
They ain't voted up, but yeah, some of the judges and the Congress or somewhere that's putting freezes on some of the stuff that he's doing.
The federal judge,
where he don't fire so many of the federal employees. They put a stop on that. Then he realized something was wrong, and he trying to get back in, trying to get them all of them back, and they don't know it because they can't access their work emails because he put a stop to that. And then what is Elon Musk supposed to be? Why is he got to have his hands in everything?
Because he needs to be the vice president.
With people's Social Security that they have put money into all of these years. That's their money.
Oh yeah, he's talking about he's saying you're not gonna get your Social Security. That's not an entitlement. I think maybe he's been listening to Elon Musk a little too much, but that's not entitlement. No, we pay that every month in our tax. It comes out of our checks. So where is he thinking this is entitlement?
That's not an entitlement. That's what we put into it.
So, I don't know where they come up with. When him and Trump get together, it's a hot mess.
Well, he shouldn't be looking at stuff. He's
that's what I know.
I know. He's not an official. He wasn't voted in nobody's office.
And then he's cutting programs that can't defend themselves. He's firing new employees like at the VA and all the other government corporations. He's firing the new people who can't even defend themselves. And then when people start retiring, who's going to be there to replace them?
Right.
So Michelle told me to tell you girls hello.
He probably got the ones that stormed the White House on July 16th.
They probably working in the office.
He probably got them.
But you know what? Y'all mentioned something earlier when he was all the programs he's closed. And I was talking to a couple of friends, and I'm just going to say this out. And I hope everybody understands that I'm not trying to be biased or prejudiced or anything of that nature. But if there's more white people in America, don't you think there's more poor white people in America too? Wouldn't that just be obvious? So, so he's talking about cutting all these social programs for people like in Alabama, Mississippi, and Kentucky, and Louisiana, all that places down there. And I would say at least 60% of the people that's using those programs, like the Head Start programs, getting food for the kids in school and stuff of that nature, it's going to affect white people. So I want to know why they went out and voted for this guy, thinking that it's
not just going to affect the black people; it's going to affect everybody. And the ones that put him in there, they don't seem to get it. What he's promising,
what's affecting them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I just think that
I seen a TikTok where this guy was talking about. He said, "I voted for Trump," and he said, "And now he's trying to take our family's farm."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. He's affecting every American, and that's the key word, America. It doesn't matter what color you are or what you're.
That's right.
You are an American, and he's affecting all of us. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having Black History Day, which he got rid of, Latino History Day, or whatever. All these ethnic groups, because we all are part of the American dream and all are part of American history.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand.
See, and my thing of it is, if he getting rid of what blacks can consider to be our history, then get rid of the 4th of July, get rid of President's Day, don't celebrate no holidays if that's what you want to do. Don't celebrate none of them.
Well,
that's right.
Michelle said, Michelle said he don't care for his voters. It shows where he taken from them, from all his voters. He is taken from his voters because I would say at least 70% of the people that voted for Donald Trump are middle class and below working people. And all the programs that we have, including he called entitlement. Social Security is not an entitlement. I guess rich people don't understand that. I almost said shit, but I did say shit anyway. They don't understand it, and it's really confusing.
Because they're not putting nothing into it. They're not putting nothing into it. So, they don't understand it. They're not paying no taxes.
Mm-hmm. So Michelle said, why take it away?
He's making it so that
who you are.
And we be the one paying.
I agree with you. But the problem with it is, I've been telling people, not just California is the 5th largest economy in the world. California is. So if California just stops sending this federal money in, all those states that voted for Donald Trump are going to hurt, because for sure we're taking care of Louisiana, Mississippi, and probably Alabama. I'm pretty sure our taxes are taking care of that. And then he's talking about just cutting people's jobs. Well, if you cut people's jobs, that's less people paying taxes.
Right.
Get it? I don't get it. You can save $1 here, $1 there. I'm not saying he couldn't feed the back. I tell you what he could do. He could make Elon Musk pay some of those loans he got, tax-free loans he's got. He can pay that back since he's a billionaire. He don't need to make payments on it. Just pay it all off. He's a billionaire. Pay it off.
He ain't gonna miss it.
Unless he got to pay a couple billion. Maybe he owe 100 million when he got 100 million. Maybe that's why he ain't paid it back.
Maybe he got to take care of them 13 kids he got.
I don't know, but they should be deported too.
I know.
They should be deported too.
Oh.
Well, Michelle said, how can he take our money we paid into, then he can get our Social Security? He can't do that. That's illegal. That's illegal. Now, if he wants to take Social Security, he should just pay everybody what they put into it plus interest.
Right.
Then he can shut the program down.
Exactly.
That's more money in our pocket. But that's not federal. That's not federal money. Just
that's money we pay.
And the funny thing about that, Social Security has always been in the red, and I don't understand how. Where nobody can tell anybody, not us, but anybody, where that money going. I know where it's going.
Because the baby boomers is the last ones that had a big. Our parents were the ones that had more than one child.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Families today cannot afford to have more than one child. So what we're working and paying is taking care of the ones that are retired now. Mm-hmm. That's how Social Security works. So when we retire, there's not that many people that's even working, paying into it to pay us for when we retire for our Social Security, because people are not having kids like they did back then.
Yeah. Oh, well, your girl said, Michelle said, his wife isn't for here. Why is she still here? True. And she said that it's in the rich pockets, So all I'm saying is, you got probably, we'll just round it up. 1% of the whole of the American population is rich people. Mm-hmm. Why should the taxes favor rich people? Like he said, oh, you're supposed to be smart. No, you're supposed to play by the rules. You don't find a loophole in the rules to change it so that you can get rich, and then everybody else that doesn't have that kind of money pays your fair share, and I don't think that's right.
It's not right.
Oh, I
They
got
don't.
people.
They don't need no more tax breaks. They
Oh,
have enough tax breaks.
They don't need. They don't need anything.
Mm-mm.
They don't need anything. I mean, I got a question. If you was the richest man in the world and you bought a spaceship company, you got a car company, you can do all these things. Do you really think you're gonna live forever? Do you really think you're gonna live forever? Why don't you enjoy some of that money instead of looking and going into the treasury and trying to find things? Just go enjoy your money. So, well, she said, "Where is Denise's pretty face tonight?" She's on here. You don't see her. What gets me, this is Michelle again. What gets me is someone has to be the plumber to fix his dinner or fix his dinner to take it. Yes.
Yeah, he is the president. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Eli is the president. Go ahead, give us our commercial.
Trump is the puppet.
Drones, big dog picks. Let's get it! Match up for the week, here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog, who will prevail? Stay tuned, Drone about to tell.
What it do, baby? What it do? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Drone's Big Dog Picks, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, baby. It's time for the conference championship games. You got AFC, you got the Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs. You got NFC, you got the surprising Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, I don't know what's going to happen because you got two good games. And I'm telling you right now, to be the man, you got to beat the man, like Ric Flair says. Woo! So you know who I'm going with. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC conference game. And the NFC conference game, I can care less because I don't like neither one of these teams. But hey, I'm going with the hot hand. I'm going with Jalen Daniels and then Washington Commanders. All day long, baby. I'm going with the Washington Commanders beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. So Super Bowl, in my opinion, is going to be the Washington Commanders against the Kansas City Chiefs, the young buck against the veteran, and Patrick Mahomes. 2 dogs. Drone's Big Dog Pick. Peace.
Okay. Well, Drone, they got blown out. I didn't even watch that.
Yes, I did.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles.
Fly.
This is what I watched the Super Bowl.
Eagles.
Somebody said, did you see how passive Trump was with Eli was in Oval? It's almost like when he was around Putin.
Eli got some dirt on him, y'all. We know that. Come on. Eli got some dirt. He done said it twice on the news. Eli is so smart he could rig the election.
He did.
So who's not?
He paid them people.
Ordinary people listen to him? You know he did. Trump didn't win that.
He paid them people all that money.
Yeah, he barely won. Period. Now he a superstar in rent a car. I don't think so. I think that he's just letting this stuff go, and he's killing people that's doing the right things, trying to make things go right. I just want, he did them dirty, and Eli Musk has probably got some big dirt on him to let him do all that. I don't know.
Somebody said we didn't learn our lesson the first time, so now we suffer.
Well, I'm still saying that.
I learned my lesson because I didn't vote for him.
Me either time.
You know what, y'all? Do y'all remember? y'all remember when I was talking about my Latino friends in the gym? We'd be in the sauna in the steam room. We'd be laughing and talking. They talking about they voted for Trump because they didn't want to vote for a woman. And I laughed. No. I haven't seen them yet. I hope they haven't been deported. But I told him exactly what's going to happen. If you can't prove on the spot who you are,
you gone. Bye. See ya.
You get
Somebody said they swept our company and took some people into custody.
Oh,
Yeah.
they was going in churches,
Yes.
schools and churches. Come on, y'all. Come on. And we supposed to be God-fearing people, and you're gonna go into church and drag a family out of church. And if the kids, like Donald Trump, were born here, then they're citizens. They shouldn't be dragged out with their parents. He said they sending the kids with the parents. Whoa, then you need to go.
Yeah.
You
Your
know,
kids, your wife. Your kids, your wife.
Yeah.
You know, I just think it's something wrong with people when they sit there and they
Was
try.
is Elon, is he an American citizen? Can
No,
we
he's
trace
not.
his roots back? Okay,
No,
so he needs to go too then.
You need to go too.
You know,
Take yourself.
and he's so worried about the Mexican border. Do you know that most of the Russians and the Chinese and all the monster people come through Canada because they look white? They just walk on through. As long as they open their mouth.
Didn't I say that?
You
I
did
said that earlier. I said, but
Yeah.
they're not worried about that.
it.
They're not worried about that because they see
Not one bit. Not one bit are they worried about it.
Mm-mm.
Because it doesn't matter to them. It really doesn't matter to them.
Mm-mm.
They sweep our, so I don't understand. Even if you're illegal, you paying taxes if you're working. You paying in the Social Security.
Under the table.
Yeah, somebody said the portion is real, y'all. It is.
It's real.
It is. Terry, Jennifer says she can't see you, Denise, on Facebook. Oh, well, the reason why you can't see it on Facebook, I'm only one live on Facebook because
it's just Terry. We're not being seen.
We couldn't get the app to work right, so we're working on that. So I'm just live on Facebook, on my Facebook, so that y'all can see out. But everybody's here. Denise is here. Marie's here. Everybody's here. Oh, okay. Well, I'll cut the volume up a little bit so you can hear them. There you go. So now you can hear them talk because I got the phone.
It says some government workers are being forced to furlough from their job.
Oh, the VA people are. Oh my God, the VA people are.
Yeah, with the VA people. Mm-hmm.
One day you're getting fired, next day you're not. Then 2 days later you getting furloughed. You know what's really gonna happen because them veterans. I'm one. It's not people. Y'all probably got one in your family being from Clarksville. I'm pretty sure you do. They're not gonna take that crap kindly. You know, they'll go off. And I don't know if he knows that. Jennifer says she can see all of us on YouTube.
Yeah.
If she doesn't, if he doesn't be careful, these guys ain't gonna get no little 22 and shoot at your ear. I'm not hoping they kill him. I'm not gonna say that because, first of all, ICE might come and get my butt and try to deport my black butt. But I don't think killing is the way to solve the problem. I think the way to solve the problem is through the proper channels of the government. Now,
how big is Atlanta, Houston, Memphis, Clarksville, Missouri?
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Cali, and Sacramento.
Hey, somebody said it's crazy T-Rex.
Hey, Zona.
Show many times and heard you speak on Social Security, and wow, we're living through it.
There you go. It's the way it is. I mean, I feel bad.
Real talk. Yeah, we have real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have real talk.
You got to have real talk because this is if you really remember history, you remember Hitler. Let's just talk about Hitler. That's how Hitler did things. He's got people turning against each other, fighting each other. He picks his group, which he was half Jewish. So he wanted to kill the Jews because they would give no money. And the rest of the Germans went with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what Donald's doing. That he's trying to divide and conquer. You know,
Mhm.
And I tell
Somebody
you,
said,
yeah,
kind of miss y'all talking about relationships, but glad we're hitting on what's going on in America.
well,
America sucks right now.
yeah, I don't. I think that we have to talk about what's important right now. It's just fun to talk about that stuff. Man, I'm ready to leave this
Somebody
country.
said they're ready to leave this country. Ooh.
If I wasn't getting
Hey,
government,
look at what Trump did to what's the place they got going on now? Shalona Rhimes, she
Mhm.
stepped down. Somebody canceled their show there. What
Oh,
is the place?
Yeah, he is Elon's B.
yeah, he owes Elon money. He
They
owes
said
Elon
Donald
money.
owes money to Elon, so he's Elon's B.
Well, the problem, Michelle said, it boils down to government stealing our money to give to the rich.
It
If the
is.
rich paid their fair share, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have all these problems. That's the problem. And Donald Trump talking about, oh, we stupid
Because
because we can't
the
pay
vice
it.
president, he don't know nothing. That's
Well, he's
why
an
we ain't
idiot.
hearing nothing from him. He don't know nothing.
Yeah, he's not. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an
They
idiot.
don't
He
even
shouldn't,
they don't even discuss that with him.
you know.
It ain't
So
nobody. It's Elon and Trump. That's it. That's
That's
it.
that's the whole show. That's
That's
the
it.
whole show. And people are like,
The
well,
puppet and the puppet master.
yeah, what are we supposed to do? What we're supposed to do is follow the rules of engagement.
Elon the
I feel like
president.
Elon's the president and Donald's yeah, you're right. And he's right, you exactly right.
Yeah, I don't know if Eli can run for president because he's not an American citizen. He's just a natural person. He's not. But
So why ain't he being deported?
well,
Yeah.
because he's got the president in his pocket.
Yeah, but if the president owed him money, that should have been the first one you be deporting.
Well, you got to remember now, y'all. You missed the post that Terry the post before that Terry. Hold on a second. I'll go back. Which one was that? Oh, about the niece looking good. So we got to look at the only pretty face instead of them girls. Yes, girl, you got to look at me. Thank you for calling my only pretty face, girl. You might want to put your glasses on.
I'm waiting on Putin to roll up. Roll up, Putin. Putin gonna
Oh
roll up.
no, he's already hooking Putin up. Y'all didn't see what the new Fox News National Guard guy said to the people over there in the one of those meetings over there in Europe, that he thinks that we're going to do all that. It's crazy.
Uh-oh.
It's crazy. Okay.
Uh-oh, somebody coming on.
Somebody's coming on.
Corey's coming on.
Somebody's coming on.
Right,
Clean them
Corey,
up.
I can't see him.
We'll get it fixed up. We'll get it fixed. I just
Corey's
think
coming on, but I don't see him.
Me neither. I just see a
Hello?
black screen. Is
Who's
the
that?
camera on?
I can't even hear him. It's Corey, but we can't see him.
Or hear him?
Yeah. I can hear the background noise, music, but maybe he doesn't know he's on. Corey, you there? Well, I'm sure he'll come on in a minute. But we as Americans owe ourselves and our children. If you don't believe that your liberty is in danger right now, then you're not really that smart. I just call it like that. If you believe this man that that people voted for to win that big of a thing, that he barely lost to Joe and barely beat Hillary, but now he just billions and billions. I think y'all better check yourself, because if you're not a rich person and you're an ordinary person, or even worse, if you are a poor person, oh my God, you got some big problems. You got big problems.
It don't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter.
You know, but pretty soon it ain't gonna be black and white or green and purple. It's gonna be rich and us, and we ain't rich. You know, you might be making a good living, We ain't rich. And Michelle said, I believe it's the government taking what we paid in, and people today barely make it. That's true, barely make enough to retirement. She got something else said down here. Hold on, I gotta click on it. And she says, and they're going to cut more. Why? What if you still keep cutting jobs? People are buying houses, they ain't buying cars, they barely moving. They're not doing anything. So the economy is going to slow down. Then that's going to be the problem. American people need to really wake up and not just look at what color or sex or your sex orientation. Last time I knew that I
Commercial.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. We got a commercial going on. I'm gonna put it on here so y'all can see.
I'm Dr. Juanita Mercer, chair of the San Antonio MLK Commission Scholarship Program. Since 2016, we've awarded over $1.1 million in scholarships, helping students from Bexar County achieve their dreams of higher education. I know firsthand how life-changing this support can be. Like many families, mine earned too much to qualify for free aid, but too little to pay for college outright. That's why I'm passionate about our scholarship.
Okay, here we go. And that, and there's another problem. There's another problem he's trying to cut. Trying to give aid to people to go to college and get better. Didn't want to stop the Army to go to black schools to get black engineers. I don't care what color engineer is, as long as he can do it, because them people are smart. Mm-hmm. I don't care what color they are, I still say this, America, and I'm gonna say it till the day I die. We need to stop looking at color and sex or your sexual orientation, because that's what they're doing to divide us. And when you divide it, you can be conquered. If you're not on Trump team, you pretty much assed out. That is true.
Yeah.
And you're right, Michelle. The people of America are going to suffer no matter what color they are. That is
rich
true.
get richer, the poor get poor. Somebody wrote.
That upper middle class pretty soon is going to be really small, and then that middle class is going to disappear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're going to be.
It's going to be rich and poor,
and that's it. And that's it. Then we all be sitting down there with our hand out, trying to figure this thing out, But I just don't. I'm trying to understand why people aren't up in arms. I just don't understand it. They say they swept. Go ahead, read that.
They had a sweep on my block for illegals, and none of them are rapists and murderers.
Yeah, they're getting out. Yeah, some people are.
Exactly. They just Hispanics, or they black or brown, because they also going after the ones that's from Jamaica and all of them other places. Haitians.
They sure are. You're right. Jamaican everywhere.
And Jennifer just said that Eli Musk is a huge conflict of interest with all his government contracts.
Hey, you see what it said? Canada and Mexico not taking his shit.
Yeah, they're not. And he backed down. Talk about, we'll discuss this later, and try to say that they gonna do all this. No, they ain't. Come on now, you ain't all that, because you ain't that smart. He probably got a 13th grade education.
A 13th grade.
Or like
the 13th grade.
Bodine, like Jeffrey Bodine, he got a 6th grade education.
A 13th grade.
The 13th grade.
Maybe he meant a 13-year-old education. Maybe that's what he meant.
No, 13th grade, when you had to go back to, got set back a couple times when you graduate.
Oh, yeah, you're in school longer, so you have to stay in school longer.
Yeah. So, I don't know what to say, America. I really don't. All I can do is hope that if you're in the earshot of this broadcast today, that you reach across the aisle and you shake the hand of a person that may not look like you, may not act like you, may not have the same sexual orientation as you do, But
Yeah.
what we do have in common is, first of all, illegal aliens pay taxes. So we all pay taxes.
Yeah.
We all pay into Social Security, and we all are going to suffer under this man. And
Why do you
you can sit here and say, "Oh no, we not." But like I said before, I haven't seen those guys at the gym. They
Hey,
make me
Corey.
Who's that? Somebody said hello.
See it's Corey.
Oh, okay. Praise God. Well, let's take a break from politics and say, how was y'all's Valentine's Day?
Mine was good. It was okay.
We can't see you.
No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm eating candy from it now.
Where'd you get your girlfriend?
I can't tell you. It's rated R.
You can't tell.
It's
Huh?
rated R.
Did you do a striptease for her?
I was doing the Circle 8.
Go. Oh. Not the 8-ball. I had my little shorts, my little briefs on. I didn't do none of that. I didn't do none of that. I don't want her eyes to fall out of her head, not in a good way, the bad way. Be like, I can't see ever again, I'm blind. So, but I hope everybody enjoys these holidays coming up, because pretty soon we might not have nothing. Just, I was telling somebody, and y'all knew this way before I did. When I first moved to Tennessee, I didn't know anything about Juneteenth until I went to Crawford, Kentucky. And they had Juneteenth, and I was like, what is Juneteenth? And then they educated me on it. And so then I started understanding what it meant. For people to say that's not a holiday is to say that the American Revolution wasn't a holiday. Because that's the day that Africans became Americans and our ancestors stayed here and made this country what it is. So I think people should understand that there's not white Americans that did all this stuff here. I mean, we see it all the time. Who invented the single lights on the roads, open heart surgery? All these things are made by people of color, not black, green, people of color. So they are Americans. That's who we are. We are Americans. And I'm preaching that. Oh, hold on. Back to Valentine's Day. Your girl said, well, it was pretty good anniversary come up for 24 years. So got to spend, well, hold on, she said. I can't read, my glasses all over the place. 24 years, so he didn't get his much, but he got to spend some time. Spend something. That must be that keyword, some then. Spend something. I know what that spend something means. Well, congratulations.
Hey, anytime you can take that stress off you, it's always great. But I just, how is Clarksville dealing with it, Denise Marie? How is Clarksville dealing with what's going on here?
Dealing with what?
With what Donald Trump
just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
They deal just like everybody else.
What did y'all think of the halftime show?
Oh, you know what? First of all, you say that. I saw a dude on YouTube. He had his own podcast. He was a white guy. He had his own podcast. I had to say white because I got to go somewhere with that. Another white guy was critiquing him, and he was saying stuff like woke and all this. And the white guy was like, yeah, I was woke watching it. What are you talking about? That was nothing to do with woke. I think the guy that was doing it was trying to say it was trash. He never heard of this guy and all that. He said, and the other guy said, he got billions of followers. He's got 22 Grammys and the Emmy. What do you got? So yeah, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. What did y'all think of the halftime?
Hell, I'm
It
gonna
was
put
good
it
to me.
this. I enjoyed it, but I didn't really get the meaning of what the halftime show was about because I know some of his songs, but not a lot of his songs. But the
Mhm.
last song I knew was "They're Not Like Us," and then for Samuel Jackson to get out there and play Uncle Sam. I mean, it was broke down. It was broke
Yeah,
down.
you had to listen. You had
Yeah,
to listen. Yeah,
because
you had
his
to
song.
listen because he had in there about about slavery and of course they had on the red, white, and blue representing the American flag and
Mhm.
uh,
And then how
you had to
America was
listen.
built on the backs of the slaves, and
Yeah,
then
they had to go to the slaves with the chains when they were doing like that, and
and then
you had to
but
know. You had to listen to it.
and then for Serena Williams, for Serena to come out there and crip walk
Yeah, she did a crib walk.
and not have to be worried about stuff. And then they said that she did that when she won her first and almost lost, got put out
She
of the
did the
tennis.
tennis. I saw it. She did. She did.
She did
Because
what?
Yeah, she did.
She crip walked when she won first.
yeah, the
Yeah,
first when
she
she
crib walked.
won
Did her tennis. Yeah.
her
Mhm.
tennis thing.
Yeah.
So what they saying is the thing of it is the fact that black women are having to what's that forego their selves in order to submit to what society deems respectable for them. That we can't be ourselves like when we're talking about hair. They think it's supposed to be straight. Yeah. They don't think it's deemed respectable for us to wear locks or for Denise to have her hair natural. They don't deem it respectable. And as far as that thing goes, and he was hitting on a lot of that stuff, and
Yeah.
I didn't get it at that time, but later as I was looking and researching and reading a lot of stuff, I mean a lot of that stuff made sense. Just like
All black Super Bowl.
yeah, and then they was talking about the mask, the face mask, and I mean, each thing that they did had a meaning
Had a
behind it.
meaning to it. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then, for Samuel Jackson to keep coming out and telling him that he had one strike, and he said that no,
Yeah,
but
he
what
was
he was saying is he was telling him that he wasn't doing like Samuel Jackson was portraying the house Negro. That's what he
Samuel Jackson was the house. He was playing as the house Negro.
Or like
yeah.
in Django. Like in
Yeah,
Django.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. There you go. You got it. There you go.
So he's telling him,
Mhm.
man, you need to do it the way they say you need to do it in order to fit in. Yeah, they weren't
No, a
happy.
lot of white folks weren't happy because they don't know about what it was about.
I don't think all white folks would happen. I think the white
No, I
folks
don't
who
think
knew
a
what
lot
was
of
going
them.
on was okay. But the other ones didn't know nothing about it. They
But then
went.
they talking about what I didn't understand what he was saying, and then somebody was saying they couldn't understand what he was saying, and then they played a clip of something that some a white artist was saying it, and they said, but you couldn't understand him, but you can understand what this is saying.
Yeah.
What
Well,
about
I
the
didn't watch
game,
it.
guys?
I
Them
didn't watch the
Eagles flew. They flew all night. They flew
I
all
didn't.
night long.
Them birds
Kansas
was
City, they didn't come to play. Kansas City was like, okay, we just here. We ain't come to play.
I still think it was rigged, but my
they
whole
sacked
thing is
they
I
sacked
didn't watch the game.
Patrick too many times. They sacked him too many times.
I didn't
Patrick
watch
got
the
sacked
game
like
because
5 times.
the NFL removed in racism off the field.
Yeah, they got spanking. They
Donald
spanked
Trump
that
was
tail. Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
they say they took it off the end of the field, said end racism, and put down choose love, and something else was on the other end of it. My thing of it is, but they saying they didn't do that because Trump came. No, yeah, they showed Trump. I want to see
One
Trump.
time, and then he left. They said he left.
He probably
all
left.
that money all that money he wasted, tax dollars money wasted. They said it was like $8
They
million.
said he left after halftime. He left.
Yeah, because he didn't want to see that show.
Uh-huh.
He didn't want to see the show.
I want
And
to tell
Drake was all black. Drake and
Drake
Mahomes.
I
Yeah.
don't know about what happened with that.
Oh, he called Drake out too.
Well, you know, Drake and him got this thing going on. That's
And,
why Serena was so
Oh, you
happy to
talking
be
about-
out
you
there.
talking
She
about-
was
okay.
she was
They said
busting
that
Drake. That's why she was so happy to be out there.
Drake was messing with Matt. I mean, he called him out on it. I mean, he didn't call him a child molester, but he said up there said that he was like, did he say like R. Kelly, didn't he?
Something like
Like-
that. Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. He
Yeah,
said-
him and Drake been going at it.
and then for him, when the female came out there, he was like showing her that she can have her space and
Yeah.
still do what she
And he
needed to
and
do.
yeah.
Like it was symbolism in everything that went on in the halftime show.
Well, I think one thing that y'all said, like I said, I didn't watch it. If he was symbolizing that women are just as equal as men, I'm not saying it's because I got y'all, but it's true. You know, we need to. Maybe they might not be able to pick up a boulder like a man can, but that doesn't mean every man can kick that boulder up. Give women
Great
their props.
halftime.
Give women their props. Give women their props. So I just want to know that when she did the Crip walk, did the Crip say anything about it? Because you know that's not a dance. That's the real thing. That's the real thing.
Yeah, I know.
They were saying that once upon a time they was affiliated.
Yeah.
Their sister. They had another sister.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think when they were affiliated with them, because it was a big deal. It was a big deal when when they did that commercial that time, and one of them put up that gang sign.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
That milk commercial, yeah.
Well,
and my thing of it is, what does it matter? I mean, it's a lot of them rappers that are in them gangs.
that is true.
Affiliated or not, what's that got to do with her being the awesome tennis player?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know, I hear
She
them.
was being unapologetically a black female doing her thing. That's what she did.
And they ain't gonna say nothing unless you hear it in a record or something, you know. But I just say, I didn't watch the game, and I didn't really care who won or lost because the starting quarterback that was gonna get the MVP was a black man, and I just
Yeah.
that
It's
just
gonna be
pissed me off
it
more than
has to be
anything of
black.
this world, you know. So as far as I'm concerned, that's what it is. I mean, Serena says them players not like her. Okay, we got a commercial. Then we'll get your Eli Musk out there in a minute, Michelle, when we come back from commercial.
Drones, big dog picks. Let's get it! Match up for the week, here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog, who will prevail? Stay tuned, Drone about to tell.
What it do, baby? What it do? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Draws Big Dog Picks, and we're getting down to the nitty gritty, baby. It's time for the conference championship games. You got AFC, you got the Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs. You got NFC, you got the surprising Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, I don't know what's going to happen because you got two good games. And I'm telling you right now, to be the man, you got to beat the man, like Ric Flair says. Woo! So you know who I'm going with. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC conference game. And the NFC conference game, I can care less because I don't like neither one of these teams. But hey, I'm going with the hot hand. I'm going with Jalen Daniels and then Washington Commanders. All day long, baby. I'm going with the Washington Commanders beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. So Super Bowl, in my opinion, is going to be the Washington Commanders against the Kansas City Chiefs, the young buck against the veteran, and Patrick Mahomes. 2 dogs. Drone's Big Dog Pick. Peace.
Okay, let me see if I can do it like
He
that.
didn't
About to see.
Big.
Huh? Big dog.
I say he didn't do this big.
He He did kind of mess that. He did kind of mess that up, didn't he? He did kind of mess that up. But your girl said Elon Musk is Elon Musk. They must see, Elon Musk sees they see fraud in Social Security. Well, you know what? Yeah, it's fraud in Social Security. You know why? Because the government's stealing that money. That's why there ain't no money in Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
They've been stealing money from Social Security for years. The government has.
But
They're
yeah,
not the people paying it in.
That's what she said. Whoops. No, they just tell I just said, whoop, there goes them pretty girls I showed y'all a picture of. But yeah, that's what's happening with the money. The money is going away with people from the government stealing the money. It ain't the everyday person out there stealing that money.
Mm-mm.
If it was an everyday person out there stealing some Social Security money, I'd probably be in Jamaica somewhere, being the Rastafarian man.
yeah, you probably will, Joe Steven, but
Look at me. What's wrong, Marie? Look, I done broke y'all off. We be doing our show from Jamaica, y'all, permanently.
Oh, he gonna break us off, so Denise.
yeah, but to lie.
Lies.
I mean, come on, y'all. Where did they get all this money to send to? If it wasn't in the budget, where do they get money to send to Ukraine? Where do they get money to give Elon Musk $1 billion trust for to build something?
Somebody
Yeah,
said
we
we need a
all-
black island to
Black
live
Island.
on until we get Trump out.
That's
What y'all think about Kenya?
Well, if the Simpsons
Kenya,
are correct,
okay. For the Kenya.
they said, "What do y'all think about?"
Kenya.
Kenya. We'll
That's
go to
that's
Kenya.
the black island we need to go live on till Trump get out of office.
Michelle says, "So the government's the government's taking all that money. That's who's taking it, or if they're allowed to take it. No, they're not allowed to take funds that you put. When they say Social Security is running out of money, it's because they're not putting those payments. They're not putting that money
That's
back.
right.
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting the money back. I mean, come on. If you put $2 in and take $17 out, and then everybody else keep putting $2 in and you keep taking $17 out, it ain't gonna never be ahead of the game.
It's gonna stay in the negative.
It's gonna stay. It's gonna stay broke. And so what they're hoping is it's a Ponzi scheme. They're hoping that we pay our Social Security, like y'all said earlier, and that pay the people on Social Security, and then the people behind us pay us, and then and so forth and so on. But you can't just keep saying that. You know, I hate to say this, but there is corruption in the government. There is corruption in the government. But all I got to say is, don't hurt the people that's paying the taxes. You know, I'm talking about the people who pay in and need that support that they get. They need the food stamps. They need the HUD. They need all these things, and they are all colors. I don't care. They are Americans. I'm tired of this black, white, green, purple, whatever. They're Americans.
I mean, stuff is so high that one person cannot do it on their own.
Oh no!
You
Oh,
can't
no.
do it. You can't pay. You need a vehicle to get to work. If you live in a place where you don't have buses or anything like that,
Yeah.
you got to pay your rent. You got electric. You got water. You got to have food. Then some places they just don't have electric. They got to have gas because they got gas for one thing, and electric for something else. So I mean, not to mention, heck, if you need cable or the internet or something like that, I mean, no one can afford that on their own. Food is ridiculous.
Oh my God! Did y'all eggs?
Eggs almost $8. That makes no sense.
I went to Costco in the last month, and eggs was like $2. We went there the other day. It was like almost $8, like you said, almost $8 for eggs.
No, once upon a time, I could buy a whole case of eggs for like $6 or something.
Yep. That's over.
They need to. They. I mean, now I don't blame that on Trump and the government. I believe that that's part of this bird flu. You know what? It always amazes me how the birds get a flu.
I'm not just gonna talk about eggs. What about gas prices?
Gas prices out here always been high. We paying almost $5 a gallon out here on the average.
Well, ours is not that high, but still.
No.
That you see, he talking about he gonna do this, he gonna do that. When's he gonna do it?
All he doing is
He
taking
ain't
money.
done nothing. He ain't done nothing.
Taking away.
You know,
He
I was
take
saying-
stuff. He just took everything away. That's what he done.
Mhm.
I was saying earlier, did y'all ever watch the cartoon The Simpsons?
So what?
Yeah, we talked about that. Mm-hmm.
The cartoon what?
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Yes.
Well, they said that by the 28th of the month, that they said maybe February, they're not sure what month, that Kamala's gonna be president because Trump's gonna be murdered.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past it.
I'm not hoping that happens. I'm never gonna hope somebody gets murdered, but I do hope that he be impeached and get out of there.
Somebody said I want to buy my own cow and chicken.
Oh my.
You know what? JD fans would be a worse bet. He ain't going to be vice. He's not going to.
He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing.
He don't know nothing. And what about all these people that he's put in these places that have no idea what they're doing?
They on the job training. On the job training.
They
No,
DEI hires.
They on the job messing up is what they're doing.
Those are DEI hires, right?
Yes, they're on the job training.
They should be on it.
And then he got that little Secretary of State. He's probably messing with her.
Oh yeah. You know, you can
She's
tell.
about the late 20s, maybe 28, 27, something like that.
Well, I tell you, when these states start fighting back and cutting that money off, you're gonna see a whole big different thing.
Yeah.
But some of them states don't need them. Some of them states don't need them. They don't need government funds. They don't need. He's talking about not letting insurance companies cover Florida. Ain't his house in Florida?
Who?
My one of them, ain't it in Florida? So he don't want, if the hurricane comes through Florida right now, he don't want insurance companies dealing with he's not going to help him with FEMA, California, and all those countries, states.
Yeah, when the fires was going on, he was talking about not sending no aid to California for the fires.
Yeah, he wasn't caring about that. Burn them down. He wasn't caring.
And you know what the man out here said was, we'll stop sending you our tax dollars. And that's okay with me. That's okay with me. You got to fight tyranny with tyranny, people. We got about 3 minutes left. So ladies, y'all want to put shout outs or say something? You know, we always want to put a shout out to Marie because she's always on the road being a traveling nurse. And
Look, I'm trying to stay home now.
somebody said they bought eggs from a farmer. Now it was $3.50. Now a dozen in the store costs $6.
Yeah.
I was at Costco. Dude was getting some eggs. He said, "What's this this white stuff on it?" I said, "Frostbite." Anyway, you ladies, go ahead. We'll start with you, Denise. Give your hellos and goodbyes to the people.
Oh boy. Oh wow. A shout out to everybody watching. Thanks for watching, all the people that are watching, Michelle and Jennifer and all you guys that are watching. Have a great week. We're supposed to get we had snow today. We had snow here in Tennessee.
Yes, we did.
But we're supposed to have worse weather this coming week. We're supposed to have some winter mix. So everybody stay safe, stay warm, and thanks for watching 10 TV.
Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had an awesome weekend, an even better week to come. Please be safe. Watch out for one another. Tell somebody you love them, even if you don't know them.
If
because
you don't, just say it.
They might be going through. You don't never know. It might make them smile. It might make them happy. Yeah, if it makes them mad, at least you know you tried.
That is true.
As our pastor say, tell somebody you love them and anything they can do about it.
That's right.
I just want to say, I like that idea, but always remember, be kind to the person that you meet because they might be the one to save your behind one day.
You never know.
It might come down to it. If this thing kicks off the way people talking about it kick off, you don't ever know who's gonna save your behind. So
That's
always
right.
be kind and always understand that. Before I go, Michelle says,
Don't burn your
"Well,
bridges.
I'm glad the girls got on tonight. I missed you. You missed your faces. Good to see you, Terry.
No.
Stay warm and go sledding, Denise." She said, "Love y'all." So, producer,
Love
when you're
you.
ready, you can take us away. But I'll tell you, everybody, let's go. Let's go.
Love y'all.
Take some
Love
pictures
y'all.
of the
Thanks
snow.
for watching.
Take some pictures.